do buy the product because I work really hard and I get dehydrated from time to time.
We're live on YouTube.
We're live on YouTube. Not brought to you by Gator Light. They didn't give us this free. I'm just drinking it, baby. How is everybody? We've all been working behind the scenes, doing other things, working on our festival Is for Lovers, which is a wild undertaking, trying to book a festival based on all of your favorite bands and bands you grew up loving and listening to and playing alongside and stuff like that, but it's been a blast. Tonight, we're going to perform live on the internet a couple songs for you guys, and we haven't done that in a long time because we've been so busy doing other things. So we thought, why don't we check in with you guys, see how you're doing. I personally just got back from vacation, which was a nice decompressing time in California. It was great. We're going to do questions. We have some prizes, just a couple little tiny game things, and feel free to check in and check out and everything like that. We rarely go live on TikTok, so hi TikTok people, thank you very much for following us. If you don't know who we are, we're called Hawthorne Heights. We are most known for the song Ohio's for Lovers, but we have a lot of good songs, I promise. Best thing about this is the people that you meet in our chat. So if you're watching from YouTube, make sure you talk to each other in the chat, make some friends, make some emo buds, and on TikTok you can do the exact same thing in the comments. So make sure you do that. Follow both channels because we try to be as entertaining as possible, and we try to talk about all things emo because we've been doing it for like 20 years. So
Connoisseurs, if you will.
I would say bastions. We are bastions of emo. We're harbingers of emo. So let's start by just taking some questions. Do me a favor, ask the questions in the YouTube chat because TikTok is going from our phone that's all the way over there. And as you can tell, I'm wearing glasses, he's wearing glasses, we can't see shit.
We should be wearing glasses.
Yeah, they definitely should be wearing
Contacts,
glasses.
I'm lying.
So, ask some questions in the YouTube chat. And if you're not, if you're following on TikTok, don't worry. You can listen to the questions because we'll repeat them. Matt is the maven of questions, the Meister.
Yep, I am. I have one. Is there zero fee tickets on sale for Colorado's for Lovers coming up? Fees stink. There's something where there's zero fees tickets.
Yes.
It's like an event.
At Illegal Pete's.
Yep. There you
Yes.
go.
Ah, the
So-
burrito place.
So
Yeah.
that's your one chance for fee free.
Yeah, and I don't remember when it is. It might be this weekend, but please check the Is for Lovers Festival Instagram because I know it's posted on there.
It is.
Yeah.
Look for like it's purple, I think. It's like
Yeah.
a purple thing.
And make sure you follow the Is for Lovers Instagram as well because we'll be announcing stuff. We'll be kind of checking in with you guys and showing you how everything's going. We really encourage people to travel to one of these festivals because these are really good lineups that we put together ourselves. Some are our friends, some are legends that we just want to play with so we can listen to them selfishly. But all bands are great. They're really diverse in human beings, but also in genre. And there's a lot of emo, a lot of screamo, a lot of punk. It's really good. We're really looking forward to it. And to be honest with you, it's a drastic undertaking for a band of just 4 people. We never thought we'd be able to do this, but we're doing it. And with your support, we can keep doing it. And our whole goal is to put together lineups that you guys love and keep every part of your childhood alive. That's the whole point in this.
How do you want to do this? Do you want me to build a story with the questions, or do you want me to go serious, weird, serious, weird?
It's up to you, man. You're the Meister.
All right, fine. Favorite pizza topping?
It's a good question. Who's asking it?
I just remembered I saw it.
Yeah, it's
It's a tie.
Hey, Pillow.
Hey Pillow.
Hey,
Hey, Pillow.
Hey, Pillow.
hey, Pillow. My favorite pizza topping is probably the good old classic pepperoni.
Oh, Pep Man?
Yeah, I'm a pep man. I'm a man of simple things. I like the classics. I order the number one at McDonald's.
With a fork?
I do eat pizza with a fork. Truth be told, that's not a lie.
That isn't technically a topping the way you use it.
It is. You want a trivia question? The singer of Hawthorne Heights eats pizza with a fork,
We all do in solidarity.
with my left hand.
Give them the whole
I don't.
thing. Tell them how you do it.
All
Give
right.
them your operation.
I got a fork. I got a triangle slice of pizza. I'm digging all the cheese and pepperoni off of it and eating that.
And then
That was a
Once
deep
that,
dish. You
once,
went way down.
once that, yeah, man.
deep dish.
Lou Malnati's. Once that's gone, I'm folding the pizza in half, eating it New York style, with just crust, baby. That way I kind of get 2 meals. Makes me feel like, it's better value.
It's a good system.
Yeah.
I like it.
I get made fun of by everybody that I eat pizza with.
I'll tell you,
Judges, they're all judging me.
by eating pizza like that, you're either a psychopath or a genius.
I'll take either or. And you know what?
And some are both.
I'd say I'm probably 50-50.
My favorite topping is mushrooms, which is
What?
the vegetarian's
Ouch.
pepperoni.
I just looked up at the TikTok and there was a cowboy hat on it.
Boing.
What's that mean? Did somebody throw a cowboy hat in the chat?
I don't
I
know.
said mushrooms, and they said, yeehaw.
What's your favorite pizza topping, Matt?
It changes all the time. Right now, I'm in a plain cheese phase. I'll say cheese, I guess. But
Go.
lately I've liked olives.
Black or green?
Either one, they're salty. Green, I'll take green. Green olives.
Green olives.
Any
are big.
cheese pizza eater, plain cheese pizza eater, is a flat out Kevin McAllister. Anybody.
It's a really good way of judging if pizza's good. Like
Yeah,
you can't
nothing gets in the way.
no, like you really know like that sauce is trash or like
Yeah,
you could really know.
And Poppy is either going to go with green peppers.
That's it.
The green peppers.
I'm a
Yeah.
green pepper fan too.
I like green peppers. I
Me
don't
too.
really like them on pizza.
I love pineapple, but I would go green pepper first. I would never do just pineapple.
We have a regional chain in Ohio called Donato's, and I absolutely hate their green peppers.
Salty.
Oh, I love them.
It's salty.
Not surprised.
Oh, they're so good.
Not
Big
surprised.
slices. Oh
I
my
hate them.
god.
You can get an
With,
impossible pizza.
with
though.
every fiber of my being, but I could eat them with a fork. I could eat them off there, but yeah, I'm not into it. Not into it. whatsoever.
We'll go back to Is for Lovers. What are 3 bands you tried to get for Is for Lovers that couldn't make it?
That's a good question.
Jimmy World.
Jimmy World was unavailable. That was definitely a big one for
Would
us.
have been banging.
Should we mention the 4 band? There was a 4-name band. From Florida? Are they from Florida?
A Day to
No, they're not.
Remember?
Yeah.
We tried to get a Day to Remember. They were doing something else. We danced with the devil, known as Mike Hem, for a momentito.
Heard of
But they were unavailable too.
Because they're on a massive tour, right?
Yeah, but that was before they had announced that tour. So we were dancing
We wanted our buddies,
because we loved them.
our buddies in Beartooth to do it, but they already had an Ohio show.
Yep.
booked,
We
so they
wanted
couldn't.
Beartooth. We still want Beartooth.
So that's 4 bands.
yeah.
You asked for 3, you got 4. That's the kind of business we
You ask for the best,
Yeah.
you get the best.
Yep.
But I will tell you this, that's the kind of caliber bands we can get. And we want to do a lot of these next year. And the only way we can do that is if you guys come out this year and support. So
Yep.
travel in, make it awesome.
Get in your car, book a flight on Frontier, get down.
So I'm looking at all these comments in here being like, bring it to California, bring it to Florida.
If these 3 do well, that will be our plan. So,
But,
Festival moguls.
but considering we've never done a festival, the bands we have are insane. It's
Yeah.
amazing.
We're beyond stoked.
Yeah, all the bands trusting us with this. Thanks. We're gonna try our best.
Yep.
It's
Thank
gonna
you.
be awesome. It's gonna be awesome.
We're gonna spoil you guys rotten backstage. We got big plans.
all right, let's take a couple more questions. I don't want to bore everybody too much, and then we'll play a tune for you guys. I'll explain how to support the band and how to win a fun prize.
Let's see. I got a straight edge question.
All right.
I admire your dedication to straight edge. Has that been hard to upkeep over the years on the road? I'll take this one.
Well, Poppy and I are the 2 straight edge members in the band. Um, I've been straight edge a lot longer than Poppy has. Poppy's been a lot more
Shot fire.
Poppy's been a lot more cavalier in his early days, but it's been very easy for me because, you know, one of the reasons that I chose that lifestyle is because my father passed away due to alcoholism, and I was in 8th grade at the time, so I never really got to know him as a man. And I chose from that moment to not allow any sort of outside substance to control me, whether it be cigarettes or alcohol or illegal or legal drugs. Anything mind altering is not for me, and I drew a line in the sand, and I'm happy with my decision. But as I've gotten older, I am way less judgy. So like in my early to mid 20s, I was way more punk about it, just because I was probably not mature enough to understand that people have free thought and free choice, so I didn't want to be around people that I thought were destructive. And like at the beginning of our band, it was an issue to start off with, but you know, you got good songs like Speeding Up the Octaves is a song about me being around people in my band just drinking, not doing anything wild or anything, just standard regular drinking, and not even partying. Like, we've never been a partying band, but I didn't want to be around it. But you know, I learned to adapt and understand that. So that's my story. Papa, you go ahead.
I used to party a lot, and I stopped because I would have died. So it's super easy because I got it all out of my system as an adult, and now I just am. So it's super cool. I love it. I'm real proud of it. I'm a little bit more militant, but not like that's internally. But no, for me it's really easy. It's just not something that I need in my life anymore.
And it's easy for the upkeep on the road. It's easy for them because they actually do it and aren't easily persuaded because you're not 12.
Yeah,
and also
yeah.
we, like me and Mark, will have a beer on a tour.
Yeah,
We're like 12
if
ounces
there's-
of beer on a whole tour.
it's
Some
never
days-
been out of control
No.
from 2004 till now. So it's never actually been an issue to where
It's not like they have to live in a party and they're
No.
just not. It's not
Not
a
at all.
party.
It's
We're
not
just
like
laid
we need
back.
a separate room because those guys are going to be partying.
Yeah.
yeah, we're just laid back.
Backstage for us is best case scenario, a bunch of root beer and fun ginger ales and sodas and stuff, and we're all just winding down and trying to get to bed by midnight.
Yeah, but to be honest with you, it has kept us looking young to a degree. It has helped us vocally leaps and bounds to be able to play there was a time period in Europe where we played 28 shows in a row. And if you're slamming beer and smoking cigs, your body gives out
Bands
eventually.
do it. Respect.
And
I don't get it.
Yeah, the bands that can do it,
There's not enough time. I don't know how they do it.
God, good on them.
That was a van tour too.
Oh yeah.
Brutal.
Yeah, so if you're
Yeah,
not
van tours.
sleeping and you're partying, it can be a tough road. But like I said, we hang out with a lot of bands. I don't judge what other people do with their life or anything like that. So
We like to watch people party.
yeah,
Sometimes it's fun.
it definitely can be funny. Hanging out with Emery is definitely
Yes.
funny in that regard. But I feel like as long as people aren't destructive,
Yeah.
most things are fine for people.
There's definitely a difference between having a beer and being,
100%.
a total wreck.
But when you're punk, when you're early 20s and it's still, I don't want to say fresh for you, but it's still, you're riding high on fire, you're high and mighty.
Yeah.
A beer can be a big deal because you don't want it around you whatsoever, and you can be judgy. And there
this
was a
point-
time where I was.
At this point, the only time I have a beer is if I make dinner. I like to have a beer while I make dinner, or a glass of wine or something. But I don't drink really at all outside of having a beer while making food.
I actually stopped drinking before the Bayside tour, and then I was like, just gonna no reason, and then after a while you're like, I haven't had a beer in like 2 months, 3 months. And I think you and I were talking about it. It wasn't until I was in Denver, like probably 2 months ago now, for a trip that I had to try some stuff out that we're working on for our festival, and I tried a beer there. So that was like a solid year.
It's
Been
been
a
a long
while.
time.
Yeah. All right. One more question. We'll answer some more after this, but don't worry. But let's answer one more. I don't want everybody to be
Yeah. We
to
gotta
be
get some
bored.
Prizes.
I don't know what you guys are into. I don't know if you're into us talking, or if you're into us singing, or if you're into the way I eat pizza. Maybe we got some freaks out there, some YouTube freaks.
Let's talk about Stranger Things.
Diana's got a
Stranger Things.
good question.
All right.
What has been your favorite vehicle you've toured in?
Favorite vehicle? Tom DeLong's bus.
There's the answer.
Tom DeLong travels first class.
I've heard of him.
First of all, so we were in a really shitty bus in the 2007 Warped Tour. We only did half of it. Tom DeLong, Angels and Airwaves did the first half. So our bus was like breaking down, so the bus company had no choice but to give us Tom's, because he was leaving the tour and we were entering the tour. So it was an easy exchange. So we went from like a shitty, like maybe 1998 bus to a brand new, like, bus with 2 bathrooms, 2 showers. Everything was marble. The doors had like Star Wars style doors where you touched them and they went.
It's the only place I've ever been where to do anything you didn't have to open a door.
Yes.
You just had to push a button and a door opened.
Yeah, it was
It was
absolutely
nuts.
incredible. The best thing is he left all of his snacks
Oh,
and
wow.
everything. And I'm a big tea drinker as well, and specifically more at that time. I hadn't really developed a fascination with coffee yet. So he drinks a tea that I also like from Europe. You can get it over here, but it's called PG Tips. And he left a big container of it, and I'm not joking, it's like $50 worth of tea. And I was living high on the hog drinking UFO tea, man. It was sick.
I was about to mention it actually wasn't tea, it was what they call water from Mars.
Yes. But it was incredible.
UFO
A
tea.
huge Blink-182 fan, so just to be in the presence of, maybe I slept in his bunk. I
Who
don't
took
know,
his
man.
bunk?
I don't know. Maybe I did, but just to have his bus was incredible. Super nice.
There she is.
All right.
She is.
Well, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna play a song for you, and we're gonna do 4 prizes and 4 songs. And in order to shop small emo and make it fair for everybody, anybody who purchases anything from our web store, you're gonna get entered into this contest. So this first one is called Saying Sorry, the contest. Anybody who purchases something from our web store from now until 5 minutes after we do the song is going to be entered to win a shout out on TikTok for either yourself or your friends. So we're going to shout you out, we're going to pump you up, we're going to be like, yo, Poppy, we love you. This is Hawthorne Heights. You're our best friend. All your friends are jealous because we love you and not them. Something like that.
That's me, by the way.
Yeah, he's Poppy. But we're going to shout you out. So it's fun. You know, you get to be seen on the Hawthorne Heights TikTok channel. And, you know, you can shout out your significant other. You can shout out a friend, somebody who loves us that needs a little help at the time. You can shout out your mom for being awesome and turning you on to emo, whatever it is. But that's how we're going to do this.
And we got a bunch of $10 shirts in there. Also.
Yeah, we added a bunch more $10 shirts specifically for this. After the show is over, we're taking those down. We're putting them back to regular price. But we do have some really cool limited edition items, like some Ohio's for Lovers necklaces. Pretty fucking sick. And some cool summer stuff. This summer for us is all about skulls. We love t-shirts with skulls on it. We secretly want to be like a 1984 metal band. Yeah. And you know, like it's very timely because of Stranger Things, obviously, doing Metallica. So we're super stoked on
Spoiler.
it.
I'm kidding.
That's not a spoiler. Everybody knows that. I ain't saying shit. But yeah. So feel free to go to our web store and pick out something cool while we're playing this, and we'll tell you when the contest is over, and then we will draw a name.
Yep.
So this one is called.
Let's do it. We're gonna play a song. We're gonna answer 2 questions. When those 2 questions are over, that's when it's over.
Good.
Cool.
I'm down with it.
That's
okay.
cool. That's a good
So
plan.
you got a little bit of time. So everybody pop in there. Poppy's the Meister. He's going to be checking the web store. And realistically, thank you very much for anybody who's ordered ever from our web store, because you guys keep the band alive. You shop small emo, and that fucking rules. All right, this contest is called Saying Sorry because we're going to play Saying Sorry. Take it away, The Miz.
Here we go, boys.
These colors will not change. You change the way I see them. These words will fade when you explain why you hate them. We are the same. She keeps repeating all that she needed. She said she's right here. She seems so distant. Saying goodbye. This time, the same old story. Seeing you cry makes me feel like saying sorry. But just a few last hours. We gotta make this count. We're counting backwards. A few last hours. We gotta make this count. We're falling forwards. She keeps repeating all that she needed. She said she's right here. She seems so distant. Saying goodbye. This time, the same old story. Seeing you cry, it makes me feel like saying sorry. Saying goodbye. This time, the same old story. Seeing you cry, it makes me feel like saying sorry. Saying sorry, we're falling apart. I wish we knew this from the start. Saying goodbye's the hardest part. I wish we knew this from the start. Saying goodbye. This time, the same old story. Seeing you cry, it makes me feel like saying sorry. Saying goodbye. This time, the same old story. Seeing you cry, it makes me feel like saying sorry. Woo! Brought to you by Gator Light.
Oh yeah, we still got it. We still got it. Best thing that happened during that, Beth wrote, sorry to call you out, Beth, I know you retracted your message. She wrote Emo's not dead and then auto-corrected to Enid. Enid not dead.
Enid's-
She goes retracted and then popped in the real one.
Enid's not dead though. Enid's not dead, and that is.
She was quick on the draw, but I still caught you.
But that is exactly why you type in the chat, for moments like that that are pure gold. I love that.
I saw it and went, where are we in this song? They got me.
Where's
Definitely.
where's the Enid emoji?
Love that. So funny.
There needs to be an Enid emoji.
Yep.
Yeah, well, that was Saying Sorry, obviously off our album, If Only You Were Lonely. If you hadn't heard it in a while, it's on Spotify in perpetuity. You can listen to it at your leisure. But yeah, we've always had a good time playing that one acoustic. We're kind of a weird band because some of our songs get a little bit heavy, some of them get a little bit screamy, and not all of them translate because there's 3 guitar parts in a lot, so not a lot of them will translate as good to acoustic, so sometimes you got to kind of pick and choose, but we've always been able to do a good job with Saying Sorry, typically.
It's fun acoustic.
Yeah, the first time that we ever really started to play that live was on the Fall Out Boy tour in 2006, and we wore all white, and people still come up to us and say, I saw you when I was like 14 and you guys wore all white. It was the first band that I ever see do that. And I love little moments in time like that, little tiny memories. And one of the cool things about that is I was getting pissed off at everybody when we were working on the art direction. Mainly Aaron, though. Aaron and I would butt heads in the art direction department. He once wanted us to shave our heads to try and make a splash. Little do we know, Matt did it, 20 years later. He was Aaron was ahead of the curve.
Aaron was right, made a splash.
But he's like, dude, I just remember when I was young, Billy Corgan did it, and the
Made a
Zero
splash.
video came out, and I was like, Aaron, Billy Corgan did it. So it's been done. It's not going to be a splash if we do it.
I mean, the funniest thing would, like, if James Eha had to do it,
Yeah.
he's like, I hate this, I hate this, I hate this.
Solidarity.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was so pissed off at everybody. So I was like, you know what? We're going to buck the system and do something totally different. We're going to wear all white suits in our album cover. Because at the time period, every single heavy band or emo band was wearing black clothing. Like, all black everything. So we wore all white, and we were just trying to be different. And it was cool because it worked, because a lot of you guys still talk about it.
And it really worked on that tour because we were playing right after From First to Last.
Yeah, and they were all black everything.
Yeah, and they were crushing it.
Yeah. Cool.
I've got a great question here.
Let's hit that great question.
Clayton, and I have this answer because I remember telling you, but I forget what I said. So
All
you'll
right,
probably remember.
we'll see. We'll see.
Besides your own, which it's probably not for any of us, what is your favorite emo album and why?
Favorite emo album and why? Man.
I remember we
so
just had this
many.
conversation,
So many.
and I said I think objectively the best one is, and I forget which one I said.
You said Taking Back Sunday.
There we go. Tell all your friends.
Yeah, tell all your friends. I do think that that's a great one, and I remember us driving around in the early days of touring, and we couldn't put it down. There's a lot of, we looked up to them a lot, and still do. We just think that they're a great fucking band.
I'm also going to give an honorable mention though, and I listened to this the other day. Whatever the Under Oath album with the girl's face, the face on
yeah,
it,
they're only chasing safety.
that record, I don't know if they would like if I considered it emo, but we'll just say for this I do. Front to back, it's really great.
Do you think Taking Back would like it if you considered it?
Yeah,
I
think they
I'm
would.
sure they
I
would.
think they would.
Yeah, I think they
Tell
like
all
it.
your friends I didn't get it. First time I listened to it, I was like, I don't get it. And then that's when my favorite stuff happens, and I got it right after. But
Yeah.
that Under Oath record sounds great. It just is great. So
Yeah.
if they will allow me to consider it emo, it's definitely in the mix, front to back, great.
Yeah, I'd say you got to throw Story of the Year in there
The first record's great.
for the Used, because they kind of took it in a heavy direction, guitar-wise, and they were like really doing a lot of scream singing, that
Yeah.
sort of thing, and like it was really emotional sounding because of that. Thursday Full Collapse, the passion in Jeff's vocals sell it entirely.
Oh yeah.
Um,
Full Collapse is great.
yeah, that
Front
was
to
a
back.
great one.
Yeah.
There's a lot of early Hawthorne Heights is definitely influenced by Thursday. It doesn't sound like it necessarily because we tend to come off a little bit happier sounding,
Well,
and they come out a little bit darker just because of my vocals.
Your voice is so distinctly different, but the guitar,
Yeah.
the guitar work, it's never. There's never anything that's like, oh, that's that. But you can tell that like that was a
And we
great
use like
band that everyone
more pop, Green Day song
Yeah.
structure than
Yeah.
they do, stuff like that.
Yeah, and it's probably the difference between like me growing up in my formative years listening to Green Day and Weezer
Yeah.
and Blink-182 were like just big bands in the mid 90s for me, like when I was in high school and a little bit past that, like really when you dig into music. So that's kind of where my vocal style would have the seed would have been planted. And I bet Jeff is more like New Jersey hardcore, that sort of
Yeah.
thing, along with some other type of stuff, maybe Sunny Day Real Estate or something like that, that just is a little bit different. But we're kind of playing the same stuff, and that's the beauty of it, is that we both sound totally different. But landmark album for me, for sure.
And not to derail, but we are playing with them kind of for the first time at two
Yeah.
of our festivals.
Yeah.
And that's a band that all of us, when we found out, confirmed. JT texted over from our agent that Thursday confirmed for two, and all of us were just through the moon excited. So.
Yeah, kind of blown away, because we're like acquaintances with them, but not on a friendship level, and it's because we don't really know each other. You
Yeah.
know, they were leaving Victory right as we were signing to Victory, and there's always some sort of animosity there because of the way that it was run. It's kind of similar with Taking Back Sunday, but every time when we get in a room with those people, everybody's always super cool. We just never really toured together or anything like that, because there was always, they're leaving Victory, we're on Victory,
Yeah.
so like they weren't gonna help bands on Victory out because they were already mad.
We had a blast with Taking
Or
Back
whatever.
years ago. We did a
Yeah.
couple shows, and it was so much fun.
Poppy, what's yours? Number one. Let's go to the vault, shall we?
Don't pick no first wave bullshit.
All right.
Don't go basement on it.
This I am going basement. There's two of them.
Here he goes.
I'll give it a tie. Sunny Day Real Estate Diary and Braid Frame and Canvas.
Good records.
Yeah.
Did you say braid framing Hanley?
Frame and Canvas.
You wish.
Both are great records.
Sunny Day was I heard them first, obviously. They're much older.
That was a game changer for me.
Yeah.
I heard that, and I'm like, I don't think I've heard anything like this.
I think a lot of bands were influenced by that, or influenced by a band that was influenced like that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
by the
for
time
su-
it got
for
to bands
sure.
in our era, they didn't realize that all that cool dissonant guitar stuff was straight out of Sunny Day. The difference is bands from our era had listened to Green Day and stuff too, so when it got to the chorus, it was like, we're gonna make this chorus pop. Where Sunny Day was like, we're gonna write some crazy smart chorus that's awesome, but the intention isn't to be a huge hook.
Yeah, and you know, and if we're gonna go into Poppy world, I'll dig a little bit deeper and say the first time that I ever heard a band like this, that somebody was like, that's an emo band, it was I Hate Myself.
Really?
Oh.
Yes, I Hate Myself is the best emo band. That is the best. You listen to it and go, that motherfucker is sad. This is sad. This is like, if you read the lyrics, this is fucking sad. I don't even know that I can read these lyrics without going, I feel bad for you about your mental well-being. We need to talk about this. Like, that's the first time I'd ever heard somebody like pouring it all out.
Yeah.
Not just, this song's about a girl and it sucked. Like, this is like really introspective stuff.
I've never read the lyrics.
Oh yeah, it's brutal. Brutal in a great way though.
Yeah,
like in a
yeah.
really like,
Well, I mean, you
know,
said
that time
that-
in your life where you're really unsure of yourself and you're like depressed and bummed. This guy was telling you about that.
Mhm.
Like, it's incredible. It's on No Idea Records. If you guys have never heard of the band I Hate Myself, you should check them out. Their record is on Spotify.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's on
Okay.
Spotify. It's really good. Now, be warned, it is really raw, and it was recorded really DIY.
It's very abrasive.
It's very abrasive, but if you listen to it and look at the lyrics, find the lyrics, you can search them on the internet. It's really challenging, and it's awesome in a very poetic way. I love it. I still listen to it.
That's cool.
It's awesome.
I haven't really listened to it in a long time. I'll have to check it out.
Yeah, it's great.
Somebody tried to sell me their record, and I was like, I know that band, but I've never heard that band. And I
You'd
listened-
probably-
I did like
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
I really,
you-
but
it
I
seems
never,
like something that you would.
I
get into.
never read the lyrics. I just like, I listened to it on long.
Yeah, the song that you guys want to listen to is called "Less Than Nothing." You can even YouTube it. The song is called "Less Than Nothing."
But don't leave this YouTube right now.
Yeah, "Less Than Nothing." I hate myself.
Open and
less
right-
than nothing.
Right click, open a new window.
Open Apple.
It's an incredible song. I believe it's called something different on their like 10 songs EP or whatever. It's not. They're all numbered. But like if you YouTube "Less Than Nothing," I hate myself, it'll come up, and it's an incredible song. And if you do happen to do that, hit it in the chat. I think your low battery is on your phone.
Ah, you son of a
I
biscuit.
thought you meant the computer.
Does that mean
How
it
does that work?
stops? I don't know if it stops or not.
I'll tell you again,
There's
Brad,
power
real quick.
strip right there.
Yeah, take a
Probably.
look.
Here's the next question. By the way, I'm going to pop the link in the chat.
Taking back sound.
You got one more song.
That's my answer.
One more question.
Oh, by the way, real quick, while Poppy's doing that, I was thinking about this the other day. Can you name another genre other than ours where 20 years into it, bands are still making great records that are relevant?
Who has a phone charger?
I don't know. That's a very good question.
Because this one sure is.
Yeah,
Definitely,
yeah, for sure.
like,
There's-
Silverstein had a new record out. It's great.
Yeah.
It's really great.
Armor for Sleep just
Armor for
released a
Sleep.
new song today
Yep.
that is very, very good.
But there are,
Bayside continues to
Yep.
crush it.
and I'm using Kiss, Detroit Rock City, to Kiss Psycho Circus
Yeah, I know.
as an example.
Yeah, I know exactly
You
what you
know,
mean. You know,
like-
like I grew up on hair metal. Hair metal from 1984 to 1991, incredible. All those bands are releasing bangers. Hair metal in 1999, they'd lost their way a little bit because they're kind of fighting for relevance, so they're not really writing songs like they did. Same with some grunge bands, stuff like that. But there is always wonderful examples of bands that are just fucking flat out killing it.
But I'm not sure genre-wise that there's that many bands in a genre still making great relevant stuff.
Yeah, that's true.
There can't be many.
Yeah.
But if
Really?
you're still a grunge head, and you listen
Yeah,
to
but-
you knew Alice in Chains, you don't listen to the new. If I listen to Alice in Chains, I'm like, this is good, but it doesn't hit me the same way as
Right.
like someone who's in it, like an emo head, is
Right.
with us right now. You know, it's
But I mean, there are
respect.
like in the grunge stuff. Like I love Pearl Jam No Code. That album got canned when it came out. Later, Smashing Pumpkins, people hate that stuff.
Yeah.
Like, they really do hate it.
Yeah. And it's
Uh,
because, you know, those bands started to take risks.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
they were like,
Well, they were in
We
like the
don't
middle
wanna-
of like, what is this anymore? And they
yeah,
tried to like
yeah,
do
we
things
don't
they
want
don't
to
do.
just do that.
Yep.
Yeah. So,
Respect all the bands that.
yeah. Was
I
that a
like.
question, or was that just
No,
you
that's just
making a
me.
statement?
That's just, I was
Okay.
just thinking about it
Alright.
the other day.
So we got one more question
Yep.
for this specific prize.
Okay, and this is going to
Um,
be a quick question because I'm going to limit us to 2 each because this could go on for a week. But I
Yeah.
like this question.
And hopefully it's engaging, and if it's not, I'm sure that you're already watching, I don't know, Naked and Afraid or something, whatever.
If you're watching King of Queens, turn it on. Here's the question. Question for the band from Serena. Do you listen to, and like I said, I'm limited to 2 each. Do you listen to music outside of your genre? Question. What are your favorites?
It's a
So
very
Poppy, you go first. You get 2.
good- outside the genre.
Outside the genre.
What's the genre that we're in? Come on. I mean, can I say a rock band?
Yeah.
Outside the genre.
Yeah, you can say rock.
Metallica, outside the genre.
Yeah, you could say a rock band. Anything that's not emo or emo adjacent.
2 bands I listen to like regularly?
Yeah, regularly.
Favorites.
Iron
Rec-
Maiden,
rec-
Iron Maiden, and Faith No More.
All right. Recreationally, you listen to them because you love them.
I love them.
So
And they're not adjacent.
yeah,
I mean,
they're not at all.
no.
I'm going to do these 2 for me in all genres. These are tied for number 1. A small band called the Beatles and
TikTok's down.
TikTok.
TikTok,
Small,
TikTok.
for me, small band called the Beatles and also another small artist named Kanye West. Check them out if you haven't heard of them.
Heard of 'em?
They're coming up.
Yeah,
They're coming.
the numbers are climbing.
They're coming up. But they're both
They're
my
climbing.
they're my number ones.
Yeah, Matt's always trying to like blow up these young ass bands. I don't
Yeah.
know why he does it.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm just trying to get them out there.
For me, I'm going to also say the Beatles because I think hands down, pound for pound, song by song,
Mind blowing.
Yes, but I will also I'm going to divert. I'll say the Beatles, Beach Boys, the Beach Boys, Beatles, because I can.
I wish we had a corner of the room where we could go sit and argue it out.
So those are two in one. And my other one is Bruce Springsteen, Tom Petty.
Pretty good.
Yep.
So you're getting
It's
4
hard
for
for
the
me.
price of 2.
Yep.
Pizza Factory style.
Yep. Buy two, get two. Yep. That's what you get.
I'm such an emo head. I don't even know.
He can't even think outside the genre.
I don't know. Like today, before JT came to the studio to meet me, I was jamming some Bach.
Calm
Sebastian
down.
or Johann?
Yeah, Sebastian, Ricky Mozart. I like a lot of bands that I grew up on for comfort that are outside of this. So like Poppy mentioned Faith No More. That's a band when I was really young. That was my first CD, something like that. That and Pearl Jam, which are two bands that I still like. Classics like that, but I also like a lot of. All of us had like skate punk, Fat Wreck kind of phase,
TikTok's not live.
and I still like listening to like Descendants and Face to Face and bands like that.
So it's amazing.
It still holds a place in my heart for the energy and good songs, good
Yeah.
melodies.
I like that. On the vibe tip.
The Beatles.
Yeah. Mozart.
I've heard them.
We got like 8 records, all timeless classics,
Yes.
all within a 7-year period.
I know. They're
It's
releasing
insane.
2 absolute undeniable smashes in
It's
a year.
Insane. It's insane. It will never be done again. Has never been done before.
No.
It just is.
They gave you like Sgt. Pepper's and Magical Mystery Tour
Yep.
in the same year.
The Beach Boys, while amazing, they've got some albums you'd skip.
Yeah.
Out of the 40, you'd skip a
Yeah.
few. of them.
But
The Beatles are just
it's
unreal.
nonstop. It's
unreal.
nonstop. But the Beach Boys, I would put the Beach Boys' greatest hits better than the Beatles' greatest hits. But I would put all encompassing the Beatles better than the Beach Boys.
Now, do the Beatles do my favorite stuff of them without the Beach Boys? No. So, you know, it's
Rivals.
what it is.
Absolute rivals.
Great question, though. I really love that.
Yeah.
We are officially done with
Buzz
contest 1.
Saying sorry contest is over.
Who's it gonna
This
be?
winner,
1 of 4 only took 45 minutes. So
Yes.
grab a soda, grab a drink, grab
we'll
some
go
popcorn.
faster. We
Oh,
promise.
no.
Grab some popcorn. No,
We're
I mean,
just-
what else was
We're
better
just
than
trying to talk to our emo heads out there.
The rest of the world is on demand,
Can I text
so
you
this
this?
is live. No, you can email it to me though.
God bless America.
Can you airdrop it? I can handle that. If you can somehow finagle that.
Yeah. What we're doing is we're copying the people who purchased something during the saying sorry, and we're going to put it into the wheel of names.
Email.
I've heard of it. That's cool.
Yeah.
Thank you everybody for shopping.
You guys are nice.
Shop and smile on whatever day this is.
Thursday. It's a Thursday night.
Yeah. Well, why they do this, I'm going to tell you a little quick story. When I was on vacation, I went to this place called Omega Mart, which is a Meow Wolf in Las Vegas. And it was mind-blowing. The storyline, all the fun products and rooms and art installations. So if any of you guys have ever been or have been thinking about going to Omega Mart in Las Vegas, it is awesome. It truly is. And this is an adult man saying that. So I had an absolute blast. It was great. A+ rating.
I see in these names Nick Mendocino. Did you see him in front of Mona Lisa?
Yes.
You see that picture?
Yes.
I mean, it is the picture of 2022. I need to see no more. It won't matter. It's number 1. Picture of
Love
the
it.
Yes.
year. It was great.
I saw Nick and Cynthia not that long ago when I was going to emo night out there, and it was good to
Nice.
see him. We ate in Old Town San Diego together. It was great. Good to see him.
But that Mona Lisa pick is a classic. All right, we're spending it.
We're
Here we
spending
go.
it. Let's see who wins.
You're gonna have to trust us. Well, I'll show you the winner if you can zoom on whatever. Regina Schaefer. It's right there.
Regina Schaefer.
How do we get their information?
Congratulations.
I got
We did not think of this part.
No,
Oh, you have the email.
I have an
Cool,
email. I'll
perfect.
send you an email.
Perfect.
Yep.
You'll be getting an email.
Congratulations.
Regina, you win.
She's getting a shout out on TikTok. It's great. All right, we're moving to the constant dread. We're going to play one of our newer songs, Acoustic. This is normally a heavy song. This is about being emo in your 30s instead of being emo in your teens. That's what I wrote this song about. Hope you guys like it. But this contest, the winner gets to pick any song from the Hawthorne Heights catalog. Any song. And we are going to record a stripped down version for you, video style. So we will be playing it on a video, which we will email to you, and you can pop that on your socials, anything like that. And you can tell us who to shout out. So when you email us, tell us what song you want and who you want us to shout out. It can be you, it can be a friend, it can be a family member. I like cats better than dogs, so it can be a cat. If it's a dog, Matt will shout it out.
Ow!
Yeah, so the winner gets to pick any song in the Hawthorne Heights catalog, and we record a stripped down video of it for you to post on your socials.
Real quick, Rodney in the chat. He says, what contest, what are we buying? So what we're doing tonight, we have some stuff for cheap, and it's only for cheap tonight. After this chat, it's not going to be the price it is now. I'll put the link in the chat. Anybody, we're just playing a song, and then if people buy things during that song and a couple questions after, you're entered to win what he just explained. So that's
Yeah.
basically what we're doing. I'll put the link in the chat.
So
Any purchase from our web store is eligible.
anything. And we just put a bunch of new summer stuff on there, like a necklace and a bunch of skull-related items because we love skulls. And then there's also some stuff that's discounted. So just support anything you want. Get something from Hawthorne Heights, shop small, shop emo. And it's just our way of saying thanks for tuning in, thanks for going to our web store, and thanks for being an awesome friend and an awesome fan.
And we're doing it live, spending a Thursday together. That's
Yeah.
really the point.
Yeah, since we're not on tour right now,
Hi, Bobby Vaughn.
Bobby Vaughn,
Hi,
Hey,
Bobby.
Bobby.
Cleveland's finest.
Well, Cleveland's second finest, but Harmony.
That's true.
Sorry, Bob.
Sorry. But the
Bob,
sil-
folks in Harmony.
but the silver medal is good too.
Yes.
So, yeah. Are we supposed to answer questions before and after, or are we just getting into this?
Let's
get
just rip
into
it.
it.
Let's
Okay,
rip this off.
the contest starts now. Anybody that gets anything from our web store is now entering the Constant Dread contest. Matt, did you put it back in the chat?
I did. 1 second.
All right. Look for the Hawthorne Heights in the chat on YouTube and click that link. And man, you can win something.
And somebody missed the beginning, but we played Saying Sorry. Sorry you missed it. But we are gonna. This is gonna go up, so you can catch it
Yeah,
when it goes up. It'll just live there.
yeah. Cool. So we're gonna do a song called Constant Dread. The contest is also called Constant Dread, and it's existential. It's about growing up in the emo world and still having feelings and still having, the life sucked out of you every day, because that's what life's about. Life is about fighting and getting through it and trying to search for your happiness no matter where you can. Constant Dread seems dark, and maybe it is, but there are good times and bad times, and you got to balance the two, and that's what the song is actually about. All right, let's do this. We recorded this album directly before COVID. We had no idea what the world was going to turn into. You probably would have got an entirely different record had we chose to record it during COVID or directly, I don't want to say after because we're still going through it, but during the extremely scary portion of it, you probably would have got an entirely different record. So this is all these songs are pre-COVID.
Right before COVID.
Yes, directly before. We recorded this in,
Before Christmas.
yeah, it was
December, November, December.
Yeah, in November, and then COVID started in February. So pretty close, really. All right, let's rip this one. If you have not heard this song, it's off our record called The Rain Just Follows Me. Streaming everywhere, has been for a while. But check it out. It's called Constant Dread. All right? Sounds
Featuring-
totally different.
Featuring Brendan Murphy, but tonight I'm doing the strings.
You gonna do it? I won't sing if you want to do it.
No.
He's not.
You gotta really dig in. All right. We don't do this acoustic often. We gotta think about this one.
All right. We're going to do it.
Here we go.
I can feel my body breaking down, California sun. I can see the colors spiral out, nowhere left to run. Don't leave so soon when the darkness closes in. We burned out bright. I'm sorry it's the end. All our curses go away, washed out by a ways.
Such a constant dread.
All our curses go away, nothing left to say. I'm better off dead. I can't do it alone, just bury my bones off the coast on a western shore. Caught in the foam, I sink like a stone. I'm lost on the ocean floor. It's killing me to know, it's killing me again. Have I let you down now?
Have I let you down?
All our curses go away, washed out by a ways.
Such a constant dread.
All our curses go away, nothing left to say.
I'm better off dead.
I'm better off dead.
It's all in your head. Such constant dread. All I wanna know is, am I better off dead? Search for this light. Look towards the sky. And don't be afraid to die.
All our curses go away, washed out by a ways. All our curses go away, nothing left to say. I'm better off dead.
Love that. Something great happened in the chat during that one too.
I like that.
I put in the Spotify link to tell everybody to go follow us on Spotify. We just had a new song come out like 3 weeks ago. If you didn't follow us, you might not have heard it. It's on there. Somebody wrote, pretty sure most of us are already following you on Spotify for quite some time. Ha ha. 2 under that. Glad this came up on YouTube. Had not thought of y'all in a minute. All kinds of pleasant to be reminded.
Yeah.
Looking forward to catching up on the catalog. Please do.
Love that.
We have stuff
Yeah.
coming out.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
That's exactly
That's why we're here.
That's as intended, to just let you guys know that we love you and we're happy that you listen to us and to check in every once in a while.
And lucky you, if you didn't, we got a bunch. We've come out with a bunch of stuff, so you might have heard us.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
you got a bunch of
Years
stuff to
of
listen to.
yeah. Dig deep, dive deep. And I keep forgetting to mention TikTok. What's up? Thank you guys very much. I'm sorry that I haven't been addressing you, but we're going live to YouTube as well. For all these contests we're doing, we're not putting it in your chat, but just if you purchase anything from HawthorneHeightsStore.com, you're going to be entered to win This time on the Constant Dread contest, the winner gets to pick a song, and we are going to record a stripped down version on video and email it to you so you can put it on your socials. That's what we're doing.
Shout out.
Yes.
And in full transparency, your comment section on TikTok is in a roll of tape.
Yes, we
So
just
we wouldn't
can't
be able to see
it.
it anyway.
Yeah.
Just to let you know how good our cell phone holders are.
This looks
At the
professional.
headquarters, you're in a roll of tape.
Yeah. So,
MacGyver.
the contest is going for another 2 questions. So go over to HawthorneHeightsStore.com if you would like to win that. And obviously, you're shopping small, you're shopping emo, you're helping out a band that hopefully you've been listening to for a long time. Don't worry, we're not running advertising or anything, but you got to hear us talk about our web store. That's the rules. So let's get to 2 questions. I can give you a couple of factoids really quickly on Constant Dread, other than it being existential and about growing up and still being musicians and still feeling some sort of heartache in your life. That's obviously what it's about. But Mark had brought us that song into some writing sessions for like 3 years. And we were like, it's Mark.
Here we're reenacting.
Mark.
Guys, I got a banger.
Mark, stop trying to make fetch happen. It's not going to happen. So he kept bringing this song in, it just never clicked. And he didn't change anything, by the way. Brought it back in.
Completely.
Nah, it's not really working. He brings it back to the studio, plays it again. The producer's like, I kind of like that. And I was like, it's kind of clicking a little bit. He switched the chorus around a little bit to make it make a little sense. Yeah, he might have just told us. But anyway, we're glad that it happened like that. It just shows you that sometimes you got to fight for something you believe in, but it also shows you why we don't throw things away, and why being in a band you have to have thick skin, because unless you're writing every single part of the song, it doesn't always click for everybody. So you have to paint a big picture for them so they can understand it, because we all write different parts and we all write it in different ways. So Mark had written a totally good song, but it just wasn't clicking. It didn't make sense. I couldn't find a vocal placing, or I couldn't find a melody that worked. And like, just sometimes it doesn't work. He changed basically nothing, and for this session it worked perfectly. I wrote the lyrics in probably a half hour.
Well, to be fair too, like our new record, Rain, just has. It sounds like our band, but it's got a vibe that song fit better. So
Yeah.
even it wasn't like I'd bring it in and be like, I think this is a good song in other sessions, but then when we talk about it, we would try things. Even I would be like, I don't necessarily that fits. And like I think at one point I even worked on it to include it on a Story Changes record, and I was like, this doesn't fit that either. So it's just not every song's made for
But
never
then
know.
at the time it came into the studio, it got turned into a song in 20 minutes.
Yeah,
It was just
and
the right
and
time, right place.
It just fit
happened.
that record. It fit well with the producer we're using on that record.
But
the
also we were
vibe.
pissed.
Yeah.
And it fit the vibe that we were like pissed and frustrated. So it was like, right place, right time. Oh,
Yeah.
we want something aggressive. We need something a little bit heavier and push our boundaries a little bit. And it worked perfectly for that.
Yeah.
All right, let's get to some questions.
I got a question. I'm going to give you a funny question, and then I'm going to go to a question where this one's going to be pretty haha, and then the next one's going to be real answers. This is hilarious. Can you guys release more cassettes? I just bought a vehicle that only has a cassette player.
All
We
right.
got you.
You rule, A. We got one.
She might mean more than just that one, but if you don't mean that one, we have it in the web store right now. It's our EP called Hurt, which is one of our favorite little projects that we worked on. We did everything for it ourselves. So check that out.
You need to walk into a thrift store with $8 and just buy whatever you find.
Yeah.
You're going to
The world
find
is
Ice
yours.
House. Ice House is a big tape thrift store buy.
Really? I
Ice.
love Ice House.
You're going to find it.
Vanilla Ice.
If you need an adapter for your CD player, I can give you one. Just send us an email. I'll send it to you.
There has to be one.
you're-
Man.
there is so much Bon Jovi, New Jersey.
Oh, yeah.
And,
Just floating around.
yeah, floating around. And Appetite for Destruction. So
Oh, yeah.
you're in good hands.
the other question is, what are your hobbies outside of music? Drawing, video games, reading? Bobby, you start.
Riding my motorcycle, building things, and reading books.
Building things.
I like to build things with wood.
Building things.
Building things, skyscrapers.
Speaking of reading things, Poppy, did you see what the Duffer Brothers just signed on for? Do you know who the Duffer Brothers are?
They do a show called Weird Things.
Oh, very finely weird things.
I did not see what they signed on
They
for.
are writing and producing and directing The Talisman.
Stevie,
That's pretty BA.
they're reading that book in the show.
Yep, it's
They're-
a nod.
Cool, that's cool.
Yeah, yeah. So
I'm
that.
not-
Another spoiler.
I am reading Insomnia right now.
Oh, okay,
I've never read it.
that's good.
I actually got called out because I'm a Dark Tower person, but I'd never read Insomnia. Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
Jesus
So is
Christ,
it-
he has like 150,000 books. Give me a break.
Have you read The Talisman before?
I own it. I've started it. I've never finished it.
It's really good. It's one that's never really been made, and it drifts between kind of the Dark Tower world. It might even include some of that, but also kind of the Shining world. It's interesting.
I mean, he does like his worlds are connected.
Yeah.
Very, very much.
Yeah, so it should be pretty badass. They're also
Right.
doing a Stranger Things spinoff.
Nice.
Don't know what, don't know who, but a Stranger Things spinoff, which
Oh,
is
cool.
cool. Good to see those guys having success because they really crushed it with that series.
I'm being forced to watch Stranger Things right now, and I'm freaking out that the final episode is 2.5 hours long, and my brain doesn't compute that.
Well, but think about like
These
I-
episodes are so long.
Yeah, but I actually, and I'm not calling you out. I'm calling that mentality out.
I'm internet,
But-
I can't sit there for.
But I just saw James Cameron call out Avatar people
Yep.
because it's a long movie.
Avatar's-
The new one is a long movie now, and he's like, I'm just going to tell you guys this right now. I'm going to write the review for you because I know you're going to say this. I'm going to write it for you. This movie is too long. I'm going to tell you that right now. This movie is too long. And I'm going to tell you that because I'm now going to sit there and watch you binge watch 8 shows in a row to form an 8-hour day for
Yeah,
yourselves.
100%.
You know, like, and you obviously don't do that.
I
but
can't.
Like,
It drives me crazy. I hate
But-
saying that they're all an hour and a half long, and there's 10 of them.
but it's, I broke it into 2. So you can do that. You don't have, just because it says 2.5 hours
Yeah,
doesn't
we
mean
did.
that it's 2.5 hours
I
of your
broke
life.
the last 2 episodes.
Because it is long.
I
It is long.
broke it in about 4 days, honestly.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I'll watch 20 minutes of it. Cool. Pause.
Yeah.
Go do some shit.
But the way that it's structured and everything, without giving anything away, because I ain't no spoiler, it is it's so like kind of long and grandiose that it's not like cliffhanger style. So it's not like 2.5 hours you're on the edge of your seat, you do that.
Right.
But it's like I've seen enough for right now. I'll walk. You know, like I can do that. So you can absolutely do that. Nikki, as in Nikki FM, can't watch anything for more than 35 seconds without falling asleep. So 2.5 hours for her
It's a
is a
week.
month.
There's
It's-
times where I'm watching some of this shit, and I wish I could fall asleep.
She's out, and I'm like, what do I do? Do I be a good husband and turn it off, or do I just rip and roar and go through
Rip
it?
it and say, have fun tomorrow.
It's
Yeah.
literally a you snooze, you lose.
You
It
rip it and
is.
say, I'm so sorry, babe.
Yep,
Babe,
it is.
I,
Babe.
Yo.
Hey, come on, Nikki FM, babe.
I'll give you my hobbies. I can just give you a couple. I like video games. Right now, I'm currently playing through the Castlevania series. I'm slowly but surely getting through all of them with save states. I'm not a hero. And lately I've enjoyed every couple weeks going to a movie, but only with recliners. I won't sit in one of those chairs anymore. We've passed that. And the last movie I saw, I think it's the greatest music movie of all time, was Elvis. I thought it was unbelievable.
I'm getting ready to go watch that.
It is
I've heard it's
unbelievable.
great.
It's
I'm
great.
going tonight. I got a 10:30 showing.
Yeah,
Shit, I gotta go.
and it's long as hell,
I'm sure that it is.
but it is.
But it's only a man's fucking life.
It is.
Shouldn't it be
A
long?
king's life.
It is amazing.
I hope if they make a movie about my life, it's 2 weeks.
If you watch that movie on mute, it would be as amazing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
It
just stunning
really
looking.
is stunning. And the story is,
how musical is it?
it's got music.
But it's not what you consider
No.
Grease.
No.
Okay.
You just see
Do
like,
they
oh,
break into song ever?
No, it's like he'll be on stage singing a song.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So he's just performing like he would be.
Or he'll
performing
walk into the
song.
bar and there's a blues guy playing a song.
Yeah.
Like a song he ripped off.
Yeah, but
It
it's
like really, it really.
So you would consider it more like a biography type movie
Yes.
of a musician, not.
Yes.
You know, like Rocket Man. Rocket Man was clearly a musical.
Didn't
It
see it.
broke into it broke into like he was doing an Elton John song, but it
Mhm.
broke into it musical
Right,
style,
right.
not just him in the club.
Yep.
doing it.
No, this is more a biopic.
Okay.
It's perfect. It doesn't it paints Elvis as a counterculture figure, which he was, and also a tragic
Yeah.
figure, which he
Yeah,
also
he
was.
was.
Whereas most people see like, babe, like
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
not that.
for
It-
sure. Cool.
So go ahead.
Me, I am a fisherman. I'm the world's first and best and only emo fisherman. I have a blast. My daughter and I go. We've been going since she was 4 years old, and it's just something that we do every summer that I look forward to. I have a lot of fun. It's one of the, like, our job is it's fun, but it's stressful because you always have to do something and you always have a lot of tight deadlines and stuff. So when my brain is fried, when I can't write anything anymore, when I can't post, when I can't like do anything else, that's a good way for me to wind down, is to go cast a couple lines. We always listen to Jimmy Buffett because it really sets the tone. Margaritaville is an outright banger. But I do that, and I love sports. Anything basketball related, college or pro, and anything football related, college or pro, I'm basically into. So the fall and winter is really fun for me, and the spring and summer is an outright drag for me, which is why I'm fishing instead of watching sports.
Take it away, Mark.
I enjoy, outside of this band, I still enjoy working on my own music and like kind of projects related to that, whether it's video stuff or photo stuff or merch, or just kind of working on it in a way that it's not having to like feel like a deadline or pressure. And I really enjoy recording music and just experimenting with that for fun on my own setup. And then I don't know, I like movies and shows. I like a lot of sci-fi kind of stuff, and I really enjoy just hanging out and turning my brain off and going on walks with my wife and hanging out with my cats. And
I'm gonna give a quick show recommendation.
yeah,
There's something on Netflix called like Love and Robots or Love, Death and
Mhm,
Robots or
mhm.
something
I've
like
heard that name.
There is a episode on this called Zima or something like Zima.
I've had it before. The last time I drank,
It's
I'm not
spelled-
joking. The last time I drank in 1993,
Zima Man?
I had Zima.
Well, this episode
Food for thought.
tonight, before you go to bed, take 12 minutes, watch an episode called Zima on this. Like I think it's Love and Robots. I think it's what it's called.
What's on Netflix, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's like some. I don't want to call it Black Mirror because that belittles it, but it's like that.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it. All right. Well, there's-
Zima Blue, there it is. It's in the chat. The internet wins again. Zima Blue. Thank
We
you.
got one more question.
One more question?
No, that was the.
No, that was
was the
it.
two.
All right,
All right.
contest is over. Thank you to everybody who entered this contest. We love you. This contest is called Constant Dread. As these gentlemen spin the wheel.
Yep, and you've got two choices right now. You can either wait to hear your name called or think of a question because it's coming up again soon.
Yes.
So,
Why they do that, the next song in the next contest is called Pens and Needles, and we're going to go back to the other format. The winner, except this time, the winner gets a shout out on Instagram. So we're going to shout you out on Instagram, and you can pick whatever name you want, and we're just going to say, yo, this person is awesome. We are Hawthorne Heights. They rule. You're jealous of this, and here's their name. Something like that. I'll make it more eloquent. You can trust me. But yeah, so we're going to give you a shout out on our Instagram, and it's going to be a lot of fun.
Okay, I'm seeing one name I can't pronounce, so no offense. Hope you don't win. Here we go. That's perfect. I got this one. Take it away, JT.
Michael Graham. Instagram.
No.
Yeah,
No.
perfect.
What?
Yeah,
This is not Instagram.
yeah, this
Yeah, it
one
is.
just said it.
No, it's not.
The other one was TikTok.
I know.
This one's
I
Instagram.
thought that was the next. That's the next game, if I'm not mistaken.
I don't think so.
This is
Either way, we switched it.
No.
Yeah.
Audible.
Okay.
I already told him that.
Yeah, yeah. You get this. Michael
Oh,
Graham.
no.
It's the
Sorry,
song.
sorry.
It's
the
the
next
song.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
right.
you're right,
I'm a
yeah.
clown. I'm a clown.
It's the song.
I understand what you're saying. This is the song. Michael Graham, I apologize.
You got me, too.
Rest of the internet, TikTok, I apologize. I made a mistake. Good on Poppy for being a continuity maven.
Yeah.
So yes.
You dropped
so,
your monocle.
So he's scrutinizing
I'm like, dude, come on.
Mr. Scruples.
I was joining in too. I was
Yeah,
like, oh, you
you
idiot.
had a 2-on-1 situation there, power play.
Kevin, I was putting clowns in the chat.
Definitely clowns. Yeah, so we're recording a song for you. Any song that you want from the whole catalog, we're going to do a video. That's correct, right?
Yeah, we're gonna film it and
Yes.
we'll send it to you. So I'll reach out to all of you lovely contest winners via our Shopify.
Now
which
this
is,
next one,
that's gonna be
that's for the gram.
that's for the gram.
So sorry, Michael Graham. Well, maybe you order another one and it becomes the Michael Instagram. But I don't know. So same rules apply. Those of you just tuning in, and we apologize for the people who have been here the whole time. You have to keep hearing this, but we are getting new people that are filtering in and out and stuff like that. So you just got to listen to the rules. Matt's going to put it back in the chat. HawthorneHeightsStore.com. Order anything while we play this song. Pens and needles. This is the Pens and Needles contest. So just go to our web store, order anything you want, and you're entered into the contest, and you shop small, you shop emo, you help the band out, you get something for yourself, you get to hear a song, everybody wins, no pressure. This is just a fun little, we're trying to gamify being in a band.
Gavin writes, Gavin in here, what's up, Gavin?
What's up, dog?
He writes, I'm so excited and happy. I'm sad I'm a broke 14-year-old watching this. You ain't got to buy anything. Just
Nope.
sit back and enjoy yourself.
Nope.
You're fine.
Enjoy,
No worries.
enjoy.
We're glad you're here.
Yes, enjoy the free show. That's the best thing about Hawthorne Heights is it's available to you if you want it, and if you want to try to win something, that's cool. Or if you just want to hang out with us and listen to music and listen to us rattle on and tell stories about songs that we've written and our friends and stuff like that, that's cool too.
Here's
So,
what I know
very
about
low
Gavin.
pressure situation.
Gavin writes in here, what about Alkaline Trio? I'm a huge fan of them. Gavin has good music taste.
Great band.
So good on you.
The Trio.
Good.
We all like Alkaline
Love that.
Trio. They're good. Great imagery. Super classic logo. Love it. And I like what they sing about and stuff like that.
Shit and razor blades?
Well, they get a little dark sometimes. Not as dark as I Hate Myself, but I like both bands a lot. I like them a lot. You better check them out. See? You got to hear Mark play a little bit of Alkaline Trio. All you got to do is ask. You never know.
Well, there goes the copyright strike.
Yep. I
Yeah,
needed
We're
this.
going to strike on YouTube.
Yep.
Thanks,
Yeah.
Mark.
Shadow band. We're done.
You're welcome.
Sounds so much like the recording.
Sorry
It
about
picks
your
up the
prizes.
copyright.
Yep, we're done.
Your prizes we got shot.
All right, we're gonna play Pens and Needles. Feel free to check on our web store if you want to enter this contest. Otherwise, just listen to this classic Hawthorne Heights gem.
And pop a question in for afterwards.
Yep, pop a
There you
question
go.
in the chat. Matt's gonna do his best to pick out the awesome question. Don't be asking stuff like, "What's our favorite color?" or anything like that.
It's blue.
Even though mine is some form of seafoam green.
Turquoise.
He's wearing a couple options right now.
Yeah, anything in this
Some-
world is perfect for me. Yeah, so Pens and Needles. The basic story behind this song is we were touring in the winter at the very first time that we ever went on tour, we were driving out to meet Silverstein, and we didn't realize that when you go through Colorado, it's going to be snowy, icy, and a nightmare. So we chose to go Interstate 70. Sounds awesome. Drives right by our house. It was bad, and I was driving. It's probably 3 in the morning. All the other dudes are asleep. Very trusting souls. And I was skidding all over the place, so I just pulled over. And I was like, I'm not going to risk this to go play a show. And so the guys wake up when I stop. Are we there yet? And I'm like, nope, but I'm done. We're waiting until daylight, and then we can move forward. And we made it to the show. Everything was good, but I couldn't sleep because I was so high on stress that I wrote the lyrics to Pens and Needles that night. And the funny thing is the Silence in Black and White hadn't even come out yet. So this was the first song that I wrote for our album, which would become If Only You Were Lonely. I wrote the lyrics to it right then and ended up using it for a song that would become Pens and Needles.
That's
And
awesome.
a very funny story about why it's called Pens and Needles. So, picture it, Hoboken, New Jersey. We're sitting at the recording studio, we're talking about album titles, firing them right out of a cannon. Anybody got any ideas? I got some ideas. I tell them, Matt tells them, Aaron says, I said this song is going to be called Pens and Needles because I wrote it and I was on pins and needles. And Aaron goes, what about if we just called the album Pins and Needles? And I was like, why? He's like, I don't know, I think it's cool. And we all just erupted in laughter. Basically laughed in his face, like all friends do. And the song was kept to be Pens and Needles. And Matt threw out the idea of If Only You Were Lonely from a Paul Westerberg Replacements song, and it just fit the vibe. It was great, and that's how you got that. That's the history of it. So let's play Pens and Needles.
I'm running a poll during this.
All right, run
Enjoy
that
yourself.
poll. All right.
I didn't know you could until right
Your
now.
favorite song, all right?
The contest starts now at HawthorneHeightsStore.com. Order anything. Mark,
Let's rip
roll
it.
that beautiful bean footage. I miss you most on winter mornings. As we drift, we slip through evenings. Whoa. We drive into the cold and dark with fingers crossed. I follow your eyes to avoid from getting lost. And all I had was a memory of what was. So let's pretend it never mattered to us. And I hope this message finds you well. Never thought I'd live to tell. Just to survive, we do what we can. We read the maps and signs, and we make the plans by your design. I write it down to get me by the worst times in my life. And all I had was a memory of what was. So let's pretend it never mattered to us. And I hope this message finds you well. Never thought I'd live to tell what's a dream and what is real. The way I really feel. Sandy, 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 and all I had was a memory of what was. So let's pretend it never mattered to us. And I hope this message finds you. Never thought I'd live. What's that? Is real the way I really. Never thought I'd live to tell what's a dream that what is real the way I really feel.
I'm sorry, I botched that. I'm so sorry.
Stop reading the chat.
I'm so sorry.
Stop reading the chat.
I'm so sorry.
Did you see like a word that you saw?
No,
No,
it's this.
he just lost it.
I lost it.
And then I lost it.
Well, okay, so I ran a poll. Favorite song if only you were lonely. Pins and Needles are saying sorry. There's a comment in the chat that says
The one that destroyed us.
hold on. In the poll, I meant to choose Pins and Needles. Like a stoner, I pressed Ohio. And then somebody wrote, must be some good trees. And I lost it.
He lost it.
I'm sorry,
See,
I
now
lost it.
Everybody, in solidarity,
I'm crying.
put some trees in the chat.
Yeah,
On TikTok, put some trees in the chat.
We're really singing.
Yes.
Or not singing. My bad, that's on me. But
Yeah.
I lost it. I can't. When something funny happens and then somebody responds funny, I just can't deal with it.
Put the trees in the chat.
Oh man,
Classic.
I'm sweating. Like I'm sweating.
Man,
The poll.
that's a good ass time.
That was great. Well, in the poll,
I
60
didn't know
votes.
what was happening.
52% saying sorry. 48% pins. That's a tie.
That's
pretty close.
inconclusive.
That's a tie. Not
That's-
enough evidence.
Yeah,
The answer
inconclusive.
is just bangers.
Not enough evidence.
Inconclusive. So, the way this contest works, if you tune in,
A lot of trees happening.
they're
Oh,
coming.
I see a palm tree.
Don't forget to ask questions with a tree at the end of the question. But yeah, these are the moments that we live for. This is why it's still fun for us. You read the chat, shit happens, you mess up because it's funny, and life goes on. So don't take anything too seriously.
Live is live and it's fun because it's live.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, shout out to everybody that used to get on bingo night and all the things we did over COVID because
Oh yeah.
We met a lot of people's pets on bingo night. All right, for those just tuning in, if you go to hawthorneheightsstore.com, anytime during when we answer these two questions, you are going to win. What are you going to win, Poppy?
It's an Instagram shout out from the band to you or your loved
Shout
ones.
out.
Shout outs on
Yes.
Instagram.
Yeah, so you're going to win a shout out. But thanks to everybody who's, got something tonight. You're great. But you're really here for us making mistakes and being ridiculous. And you're here to learn that I'm left-handed and I eat pizza with a fork. Accurate. All right, let's get to some questions.
Too many trees for questions. What's your? I'll ask a question here. What's your favorite tree if you had to pick one?
A palm tree.
Palm tree is good. And since he already picked palm
No,
tree.
no,
You
no,
can
no.
pick it.
No.
Well, I'll pick.
Come on.
I'll pick the Douglas fir because that's
I
what
was
I.
gonna pick for
Well,
poison oak. Emo.
I get a Douglas fir every year for Christmas.
I will say, as a runner-up, whatever in the hell Australia has that looked like Miami, Oregon, and California at the same time. You know the trees I'm talking about?
Yeah, the ones that go upside down.
Yeah, they're awesome.
Yeah.
They're so cool.
They're like an evergreen tree, but that looks weird.
Yeah.
It looks like Tim Burton designed
Is that
it
the
or
middle
something.
finger tree? Because that's my favorite. You know what I'm talking
That's a
about?
cactus, right?
That's a Joshua
My
tree,
favorite.
isn't it?
No, this is like those. They look like it looks like a pine tree, but it has what looks like middle fingers, like tons. Of
My favorite's a bonsai tree.
Bonsai. That's a good question.
Yeah. Love
All
the
right,
trees.
what actual question are you asking?
Let's see. Any places you plan to never play again? A terrible venue or area? I love this question.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
Yvonne, I love this question.
My brain's spinning.
That's a good question. I like almost every place, but certain places don't excite me.
Broasis, rough.
There are like Frankie's in Toledo. I'm not playing Frankie's in Toledo again.
Shout out Frankie's.
It might not even be open anymore, but that's a rough situation.
What is the? My memory's terrible. I want to say Mesa, Arizona, basement underneath the Nile.
That's the underground.
Remember we
That's
played
in
2
Phoenix.
songs there?
Man,
It's so
That's
hot,
a-
we played 2 songs.
You can play there in the winter.
man.
You play there in the summer.
I mean,
You need Gator.
I remember one time we played there. I think it was 120 degrees outside. You go downstairs and you play in the underground. You walk outside, it's still 120 degrees, but it feels like air conditioning.
Yeah, my goodness,
That's
man.
crazy. And then the next week you're sick.
That's the only time, like the two times that I've almost lost it on stage was there because you could not breathe in there. So like
No.
you're trying to like suck in wind while you're performing. So I was in like a fever dream. I almost passed out due to lack of oxygen. The other time was in Flagstaff, Arizona, because of the elevation. We went from Phoenix to Flagstaff, and we were performing, and like I couldn't catch my breath the entire time. Still made it through the show though, because I'm a boss. But those are 2 times where I definitely felt uneasy at the time.
Stephanie writes, OMFG, I cannot believe someone else noticed the middle finger pines. They're real, dude.
The middle
middle
finger
pines.
pines.
They're real.
Middle Pines.
All right,
They're real.
I like it.
How do you feel, Yvonne again, how do you feel about, no, this is a side question. How do you feel about melting in New Brooklyn Tavern?
New Brooklyn Tavern is like it's an endearing bad.
I've seen the ceiling sweat. It was great.
Definitely, it's an endearing bad, but that's a place that I'll go back to. It's fine.
We went back there during
And
COVID.
yeah, and it's a fun small, and they do a good job there. They're,
Fun little trivia thing. We played there. It was the first place I ever got my vaccine card checked to play a show.
Yeah.
yeah, it was. All right, what's another question? You got one more
You're there.
question.
There it is. There's a middle finger pine.
Oh, they absolutely are middle fingers. Nice.
Line up.
MFP is what we always called them. The middle finger pine.
Definitely. All right, what do we got? What's
Let's
another
see.
question? Don't go to Ivan anymore.
What's Ivan?
Is it Yvonne?
Yvonne. Yep.
How do you say it? Wait, let me see.
Her name.
That's Yvonne.
That's what.
You're saying Yvonne. That's
Yvonne.
That's Yvonne.
I didn't say Yvonne. Yvonne.
That's Yvonne.
You're wrong.
Which one of you is the funniest? Easy, me, next. Kidding.
We're actually
Most
all
endearing, also me. Thanks for all the questions.
most beautiful.
Yeah, me. We're all funny.
We're all pretty funny, and we're all ball breakers.
We all think we're funny.
No, we're all actually funny. We are. Some people are just not funny. We are funny. And some people in this chat are fucking funny.
Fucking funny.
Yes.
Too funny for me to play a song, actually.
Yeah. You broke us down.
How often we do that?
Yeah. Thoughts on AFI?
Love it.
Incredible. Awesome band.
Let's get them next year.
That's a ska
Yeah.
band.
Is for lovers.
Yep, they weren't available either. We did ask them. They're a great band. They're just fucking good.
We talked to mention them today. The first time we had an Impossible Burger was late night at Travis Barker's restaurant,
Crossroads.
and Davey Havoc was there
It was. It was great.
with our friend Josh James.
First time we ever had one, and then like a month later, they were available in Troy.
Yeah, we
at
like-
Big House Bread.
We were like, we have to go there.
We have to. We're in LA. It's the only place in the world that has it.
Well, they're sold
Yeah.
out till like the
And
late
we had to
shift.
go at 10 p.m. and eat at the bar. You couldn't even eat
Yeah.
off the menu.
We'd get sliders.
Yeah.
Yeah, we think the slider off.
Yeah. That was a funny time.
Now the world's ours.
What is a deep cut that we rarely play live, but a song you enjoy playing? Usually, if we rarely play it live, that means we've never played it
Yeah.
live, for the most part. But I guess, what's a deep cut you wish? I'll change it. What's a deep cut you wish we played live? And then also, if you have one we play.
Shit, man.
I love when we've done some of the acoustic stuff on these live streams. We've played songs like Common Cook,
Yeah, that's
Tail
cool.
Lights,
Yeah.
like some stuff off of Hurt, and some of those songs are harder to play electric live, but I love when we do that. We don't get to do it often.
Yeah, until you guys turn us into emo parrot heads, and we're like able to play for like 2 hours at like a big amphitheater, and you guys have the power to do this by showing up. We can throw in every song that we would ever want to play, but as of right now, we're a club band, and we get about an hour. So we got to play all the bangers. We got to play a couple of new jams, and then we get to like sprinkle in stuff like that. So it's in your hands. All I'm saying is manifest. You can turn us into emo parrot heads. We can become the next Jimmy Buffett, or Jimmy Buffet, as Poppy would say.
We'll do this last question, then we'll run the contest.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Best breakup song. Jessica wants to know. Best song to get through a breakup. So, what's your breakup song?
Less Than Nothing, I Hate Myself. Seriously. I'll throw it out there. Less Than Nothing, I Hate Myself. Listen to it.
Probably some 80s power ballad. I don't know what it is.
Don't know what you got
It's a good
till
one.
it's gone.
Cinderella?
Yeah. That's a good one.
Yeah,
I don't know.
that's a tough question.
It is tough.
I actually have one. I think a girl made me a mixtape when we were breaking up, and there's a song called Green Eyes by
Waves.
no
Anthony Green?
No, it's like a pop band, like a Coldplay or something like that. They have a song
Green
called-
Eye- yeah.
that,
Yeah, that's
that,
Coldplay.
That one made me cry. Thanks, former ex-girlfriend.
Yeah, man.
Hold
Come
on, hold on. Mr. Cool Emo guy over here cries to Coldplay.
Got him.
Basement hardcore,
Damn.
Coldplay,
Ouch.
Green Eyes, and Taylor Swift.
That's
That's
gonna
all
hurt.
you get.
I mean,
That's
I'll
gonna
go to a basement hardcore show wearing a Taylor Swift shirt.
If we had a producer, I'd say clip that.
I
Yeah,
will say,
clip it.
I will say the ideology is convoluted. That's what I will say. There is no brand. There's no brand loyalty.
The
when it
next
comes to
time we
Poppy.
hang out with Stick to Your Guns and Poppy's like, oh yeah, I just went to the Hatebreed show.
Tough guy, hardcore.
I will walk by and say, dude
Here we
cried to Coldplay, and I will leave.
Yeah.
That's emo, man.
Cried to
That's-
Coldplay.
That is. That
Totally
is.
emotional.
That's emo. He's on brand.
Dude.
Let him be on brand.
I don't necessarily have a breakup song.
All right. Is the contest over?
It's over.
Contest
Is over. Pens and needles. Let's get a winner here. Let's get a winner here.
Who's it gonna be?
How's it gonna be?
Cries to
Yeah,
Coldplay.
that all song is called Breaking Up.
It's hard to do.
No,
Nah,
it's good.
it's not.
Or no, it's called Long Distance.
Yeah.
That song rules.
Somebody after the fact, we have a Discord. If you want to, somebody in the Discord, put the Discord thing in the chat. Somebody in the Discord needs to clip Poppy telling his Coldplay crying story.
Yep. You just learned a big emo moment
Clip
here.
it, please.
So
Somebody
while-
clip that.
While they do this, we're gonna go ahead and do the last contest. It's for Ohio's for Lovers, and once again, the winner gets to pick any song from the Hawthorne Heights catalog, and we are gonna record a stripped down version personally for you or somebody that you love or somebody that you know that needs it. We're gonna record a video of it for you, and you get to post it on your socials. So that's the Ohio's for Lovers contest. If you guys want to enter that, go ahead. If you don't know how, you just go to HawthorneHeightsStore.com, buy anything while we play Ohio's for Lovers or 2 questions after it, and you're entered in the contest. So it's sick. Matt's gonna pop it in the chat right now. Sorry that we can't pop it in the TikTok chat, but if you want to, it's just HawthorneHeightsStore.com.
Is that TikTok pointed at the ceiling?
It's pointed at. It's kind of everything. There's a little bit of everything.
What's up?
What's up?
All right.
At Mark Hawthorne Heights, love you.
Thanks for following us on TikTok, by the way.
Yes.
We appreciate that. All you YouTube freaks follow us on TikTok as well.
Yes.
And everybody, this is a good little industry thing. I know that you listen to us on Spotify, but if you follow us on Spotify, we will dump into what is called your release radar every time we release new music. Yeah.
And 3 weeks ago, you would have heard a song we released.
Yes, an Eve 6 cover called Inside Out. It's sick. All right, we're spinning.
Here we go.
Who's spinning? Ooh.
Ooh, man, that was a.
That was a close one.
Shoot, that was real.
Andrew Hudson.
Andrew
Poppy,
Hudson.
tell him what he won.
You have won an Instagram shout out from the band to you or someone you care about.
It'll be your
Yes.
second shout out because this one that just happened was the first.
Yes. This is the big
It's
deal.
the gift that keeps on giving.
It
This
is.
one. I mean, all these.
This is the
I know. I thought it was fake.
Yeah, I did too.
man. Who that?
Somebody in the chat, or somebody bought something named Christopher Robin. I mean,
Who's Eeyore? Where's Eeyore? Where's Piglet?
I'm sure Christopher has never heard that before.
never.
Never.
But I was just, I
where
was
where do
just,
they live? The Great Big Woods or something?
I was just talking about.
100 Acre Woods.
100 Acre Woods.
I was just talking about
That's
Winnie the
definitely
Pooh
right.
the other day. I forgot that it was a book. That started as a book.
What do you think it was?
I
A show?
yeah, just a TV. I forgot that it was a book. I'm like, I had them as a kid. I just hadn't.
The gift that keeps on giving.
Dude, see, I'm hilarious.
Forgot it was a book.
See, all of us are funny. See, yeah. So Ohio is for Lovers, obviously the song that we're most known for. We've done a lot of things with it over the years, and we still do new things with it. You know, like we created a festival based on Ohio is for Lovers. We just released a new necklace, some ice around your neck that says Ohio is for Lovers. Cool stuff. But this song, this is the very first time that Nikki FM and I got into an argument about being away from each other. And nobody really thought much of this song because we just thought it sounded like Silver Bullet, but worse. Until I got the lyrics on it and until I wrote the chorus for it after a phone conversation that I had with Nikki, who I'm still with to this very day. So it was a great conversation, but some tough things had to be talked about, and I just had to explain to her that I was getting ready to live my dream, and I would love her to come along with me on this journey because I knew it was going to be one. I didn't think it would last 20 years thanks to you guys, but it did. So Ohio is for Lovers. A lot of people ask us, do you ever get tired of playing that song? And the answer is no, because we don't want people to get tired of listening to it, but also it's a very important song for me. It's a very important song for us as a band. It's launched our entire career, but also the lyrics are special to me after 20 years. So we don't get tired of playing it. We will always play it. And it's a treat for us. It's an absolute treat to see you guys singing it and to hear you sing it.
Also,
So,
if we play a show and say there's 1,000 people there, you've got to think 300 of them have never seen this before.
yeah,
It's their
for sure.
first time ever seeing Ohio's for Lovers, maybe more than that, maybe half
Yeah.
the room.
Yeah,
So it's always fun
absolutely.
because we're not just we've played it a lot, but we're not at the show.
Yeah. And
I
what-
mean, and if you go to Reno, Nevada, you might hear it twice.
That's true.
Right.
Every once in a while, when it's going gangbusters, we'll play it again.
We ain't afraid.
When it's getting a little wild and getting a little loose out there, and people are extra drunk, and we know that we got a little bit of latitude, we'll play it twice. But
You can feel when the party's at.
yeah, you definitely can.
If there's a party, we will play it twice. So what we're saying is, come on out, let's make shows parties.
Yeah. But we do realize how fortunate we are to have a song that people care about after 20 years. That's not easy. That is not an easy feat. So, shout out to you, listeners and friends and fans, for constantly listening to
Winnie
it.
the Pooh book. Before,
I think it was. I think it was.
Slag off.
that's a classic. That is a
I think it
classic.
was.
I just thought it was a show.
I fucking hate
That's
Yeah.
this
perfect.
show.
That's perfect.
You know, Passion of the Christ is based on the Holy Bible. Wait till you hear that.
I mean, it was a book.
You mean this thing's a book?
Oh,
Pretty good
man,
flick.
So funny.
You mean they made a book out of this? Novelization of
So-
the Bible.
So funny. Winnie the Pooh's a book, right? Such a classic.
Man.
Oh, shit.
Comic.
Now I'm sweating.
That's what life's all about.
That's
Dude.
great.
All right. Well, if you want to enter this contest, feel free. If you just want to hear Ohio's for Lovers, that's what we're here for. So, thank you very much for being awesome. This contest will also end after 2 more questions that are answered after it after we perform it. So we're going to perform it for you guys right now. Thank you so much once again. We hope that you enjoyed a Thursday night with us. We're really just here to help you guys pass time and entertain you after you've probably worked a long day, or we know that you guys go through stuff just as we do. So music can be a remedy for that, and that's why we do it. All right? So this song is called Ohio's for Lovers.
All right, here we go.
Hey there, I know it's hard to feel like I don't care at all for where you are and how you feel with these lights off as these wheels keep rolling on and on. Slow things down or speed them up, not enough or way too much. How are you when I'm gone? And I can't make it on my own.
I can't make it on my own.
Because my heart is in Ohio. So cut my wrists and black my eyes,
Cut my wrist and black my eyes.
so I can't fall asleep tonight or die. Because you kill me, you know you do, you kill me well. You like it too, and I can tell. You never stop until my final breath is gone. Spare me just 3 last words. I love you is all she heard. I'll wait for you, but I can't wait forever. Spare me just 3 last words. I love you is all she heard. I'll wait for you, but I can't wait forever. And I can't make it on my own.
I can't make it on my own.
Because my heart is in Ohio. So cut my wrist and black my eyes,
Cut my wrist and black my eyes.
so I can't fall asleep tonight or die. Because you kill me, you know you do, you kill me well. You like it too, and I can tell. You never stop until my final breath is gone. You know you do, you kill me well. You like it too, and I can tell. You never stop until my final breath is gone.
Cut my wrist and black my eyes.
My final breath is
So I
gone.
can't fall asleep.
Did you know that was a book? And I can't make it on my own.
I can't make it on my own.
Because my heart is in Ohio. So cut my wrist and black my eyes,
Cut my wrist and black my eyes.
so I can't fall asleep tonight or die. Because you kill me, you know you do, you kill me well. You like it too, and I can tell. You never stop until my final breath is gone.
says the screamo version sounds
And
better
s-
though.
Listen, AJ.
Well, we ain't doing no screamo acoustic.
I had to put the chat down.
But you're probably right, though. You're probably right. Thank you guys very much for listening. We appreciate it. You guys are the best. We're currently working on a lot of fun stuff, and we can't wait to tell you about it. We're playing shows. We have festivals. We're writing songs. Man, what a time to be a Hawthorne Heights fan. We just released a new cover song of Eve 6, Inside Out, and it's an absolute emo, early 2000s banger throwback. We're excited about it. So,
We have a new record out as well that has so much music that if you don't know,
yeah.
you have 12 new
Tell you
Hawthorne
what.
Heights songs.
Everybody, look at the chat. Never mind. Hit the wrong button. Look at the chat. There we go. There's our Spotify. If you haven't heard from us in a while, you got a lot of stuff to listen to. If you do hear from us, thanks for listening.
And don't worry, we still play the screamo hits live.
Yeah.
Yes, we do. Don't worry. You ain't
Even
got
the
to
new
worry
songs.
about it. But also, always follow your favorite bands and bands that you like on the accounts that you're watching. So if you're a YouTube freak, you follow them on YouTube. If you're a TikTok head, you follow them on TikTok. But always, always follow your favorite bands on Spotify and Apple Music. Follow them. Don't just listen to them there. Follow them because they release stuff all the time. And you're going to be one of those people on the Facebook chat that's like, man, I didn't know you had 4 albums. Where you been? All you got to do is follow us and we'll tell you. I promise you. And Spotify, the way to trick their algorithm is to follow the band and it'll dump it into your release radar. Otherwise, they're not going to show you that we have new albums coming out. So,
And we've all done that thing where we're like, I want to listen to music, and then we just end up scanning for what we want to listen to for about 40 minutes, and we actually end up listening to nothing.
Yeah.
This avoids all that.
yeah, it does.
It just gets you listening to something you actually want to listen to.
Yeah, it's sick.
Like
All right,
that.
let's get some quests.
Good question here. Can I be a TikTok freak and a YouTube head?
Yes.
100%. 100%. You can dive deep into
And we love
bathe
it.
yourself into the waters of social media. It might baptize you, it might turn you wild. Who knows? But most importantly, do not take it too seriously. A lot of people take social media too far. They end up unfollowing their grandparents because their grandparents became like weirdos because of, some sort of shit on the internet. So, take it easy, take it with a grain of salt, focus on the relationships in your peripheral that you can see, and just use social media for fun. And when it becomes not fun anymore, when it becomes too stressful, when it ramps your anxiety up instead of calms you down, get the fuck off of it.
Go outside.
Real talk. Yeah,
That's a good talk.
go outside, look at the sun,
Don't look at the sun.
stare at it,
Don't stare at the
burn
sun.
out your retinas.
Wear those weird sunglasses before
Yeah.
you do it. How do you follow on Apple Music? I don't know.
I don't know. I think I might have made that up, but I don't even use Apple Music. It's freaky.
Speaking
That,
of
that
Apple
will not be
Music,
the final question.
speaking of
No,
Apple
we will
Music,
not be.
really quick, I looked into again on why Hate and Hope are not on Apple Music. I spent an hour the other night going through our things. It's a glitch. I sent another email, so I'm sorry to everyone that keeps asking why those 2 EPs are not on Apple Music.
I don't know either,
I cracked the whip again.
because Apple's out to get us. Apple doesn't like emo.
How many questions are we doing?
2.
2 more.
2 more. Get your last minute purchases in. Get your last minute questions in.
I'll put the store chat. I'm waiting for the right question to riff on.
AJ,
Some of these are like very
Yes or no's.
yeah.
AJ, I just saw your comment. We didn't take that as negative, buddy. We're stoked. We're stoked you like the emo version and the acoustic
We don't
version.
take anything as negative. You're totally cool. Don't worry.
Yeah, we just appreciate you're here.
We're not passive aggressive. We are jokesters. We're pranksters.
Sometimes we don't realize that we're just pranksters all the time.
We got a tattoo
goofballs.
question. You want to do a tattoo question?
Here's my answer to any tattoo question. I would remove every one of them if I could.
I did. I got them all taken off.
I
Yeah.
was literally supposed to get tattooed today.
That's just freak shit. Getting tattooed after 21 years old is a fool's errand. It's a pipe dream.
When was your? She wants to know when was your first tattoo? What age?
19.
18.
18.
Still waiting.
0.
Yeah.
That's the magic number. I don't have any tattoos. I'm still waiting for this something cool to make me want to put the first one on me. Maybe this is the year.
Yep. I thought me and Mark were going to get matching tattoos one year. But Mark can't wear the same shirt as me, so he's not going to get a matching tattoo.
My first tattoo I got on my back, so I can't even see it, which is exactly how I feel about tattoos. What a waste.
Yeah, I'm not. I have to be honest with you. I'm not into them. I would take them away because they hurt, and all
Yeah, it's a
that
whole
all
task.
that pain and suffering is just
Well, and they
just
like,
hurts.
and when you get them, they mean a lot. But once you have them, they mean nothing.
I just want my damn arms back.
Yeah.
Immature?
Yes, I do.
You a preacher or something?
Yeah, you preachers?
Yeah, I just
What
want.
was the question when you got your first one? Was that the
Yeah.
actual question?
What was it? And when I have an MC Escher, he's like an artist guy. I have it on my back. I got it when I was 18.
I'm still trying to get tattooed. Like literally, I had an appointment today.
I can't even remember what it feels like.
Yeah,
It hurts.
I just don't like it because it hurts, and I want my arms back.
Uh,
But
here
feel
we-
free. Anybody who wants them, the more for you.
This
Yeah.
is a great question.
And
I
this
love
is
this.
going to be the final
We'll
question.
do this as the final
Final
question.
shot clock song
This is great. Love this.
at the buzzer.
Sledgehammer.
Sledgehammer by Peter
Peter
Gabriel.
Gabriel?
What is your best advice for someone who's just starting out and wanting to start a band one day?
I got the answer for you.
TikTok.
No, come on.
Focus on writing the best songs possible. And when you feel like you've written the best songs that you can, putting your best foot forward, that's when it's time to take it to social media and start maybe performing on the internet and developing a fan base, developing some sort of social following of people that love you as an entertainer, because that's what all this is entertainment. In 2022, you have to be able to entertain, not just be in a band. Oftentimes we have to do things that we don't want to do because it's necessary to further our career and to keep people engaged and interested in what we're doing, because everybody accesses music and humans in a different way now. So you can't just not do something because you don't want to do it. So what I would say is, don't waste your time playing a lot of local shows. Play like one great one a month, so that way you still get a great rush out of it and it's still fun and it's awesome. But you can work on the internet and still have a job and still go to college or still do other things. The band doesn't have to consume you and make you punt the rest of your life. You can do both, and you can have meaningful relationships with people. It doesn't have to be all band all the time. That's why I say, and TikTok is a good reason, because it's a great music discovery platform, but taking all of that stuff seriously and having fun with it is just as important as writing songs and stuff like that. I would say that in 2022, the least important thing as an up-and-coming young band or somebody who's just starting out, the least important thing is the show, because you don't have a following built yet. So that's not how you really gain a following. That's hard to do. But you can, a total stranger, you can make a total fan out of a stranger on the internet. So just find your
You don't
angle.
even need a band.
No, find your angle, find out what you're interested in, and just have fun doing it.
And also, like, you can see what other people are doing, but I think, like, for the first time ever, if you're authentically you and making something somebody likes, I mean, you could, at this point in time, you could be somebody with a song that you think is great that works at McDonald's and be the McDonald's song guy. You could be a mail carrier and sing it in the truck. It's like the first time ever where you can kind of do anything you do.
Yeah, the
and
artist-
incorporate your thing into you as a person, and it.
The artist has a lot of power right now. It's a great time to be an artist
For sure.
because there's so much access and people love it. that you don't have to do things that maybe you don't want to do, but the thing that you do have to do is be active on the internet and have fun with it. It's very, very important. So you can't dread it. You can't do something that you dread.
I think every now and then, if we see a young band or there's like a fest and there's a side stage and local band, and like you see them, and it nothing bums me out more than if you see a newer young band and they're all really good, but they're taking it so seriously that you can tell they're not having any fun yet. And like, I'm just like, if you're not having any fun now, and then you get busy and successful and this becomes your job, you're definitely not gonna have any fun.
For
You just
sure.
need just enjoy it and love what you do, and don't. So many young bands out of the gate put all this pressure to play so many gigs, like JT was saying. You don't need to play all the gigs.
And now
Work on your
is
songs
the
and have
time.
fun with it.
Now's
Yeah.
the time. Like, there's people I watch. There's a girl, Chloe Moriando. I think that's how you say her last name.
It is. It's
She's
Moriando.
great. But she like films songs in her messy bedroom. Like, you don't have to clean your room anymore. Like, you don't have to put on a facade.
Yeah,
You don't have to do all the things that everybody thinks you
Yeah.
have to do.
You
don't.
you
It
just-
actually works to not do.
You
it.
have to entertain. You don't have to be like this beautiful person who's rich and is on a beach with a ukulele. Like,
Yeah.
it doesn't have to be that way. Just be authentic and be yourself and have fun doing it. And people want to see enjoyment. That's the reason that people do this.
Well,
So
that's
yeah.
what's that? Emin, his name.
Mhm. Yeah.
Emin does that. Great job at that. It's just authentic.
We've been a band for 1,000,000 years now. Even this lineup has been a band for 1,000,000 years now. And there are things that sometimes are a drag because you're touring away from your family all the time. And that's in any profession, if you're gone all the time doing what you love, that's still stressful. But at the end of the day, we still, like, we've been working on new music and we all get together and work on my studio, and we're still having a great time and loving it. And if you don't enjoy that, you're not gonna last.
Yeah. You have to.
But now's the time. If you think there's something weird that you do, it's probably not. It's probably your biggest asset.
But also,
Yeah,
To be honest, it's probably the biggest asset you have.
What
Back-
sets you apart?
back to music discovery. You are way more likely to be discovered on the internet by a record label person who is watching the internet. It's very rare that a record label person is going to be at your local show watching you play.
It's actually
That
a
is-
0% chance.
Yes, that is very unlikely. So, be great at the internet and have fun with it and be authentic and write the best songs you can, and you never know who will see you or who will get turned on to your music. And also, like, there are fans all over the world who are just looking to be entertained, and you could be their favorite artist now.
Yeah.
That's how powerful social media is. That's how powerful the internet is. But it only works if you're having a great time doing it and having fun, and it's not a chore and it's not a job for you. So, that's my best advice.
Last piece.
Love that.
Write a lot of songs, but when it comes to like working on putting your music out, don't be stressed with trying to put out 12 songs that you're rushing up.
Yeah, put out a song.
Put out a
Put out your
great
best song.
Yeah.
Perfect.
This is the distribution channel.
Yeah. We got one more? Was that it?
That
We
was
all
it.
got it. That's it.
This
All
was
right.
fun. Man, we made that last. Four song set. How long? 2
Yeah, it's
hours?
about a half hour song. Not
Yeah,
bad.
I love it.
Not bad.
Thank you guys and ladies.
Yeah, thanks for
friends,
being sick.
everyone.
We appreciate it. Be on the lookout for a lot of stuff. Eventually, our year is kind of full. But, you know, we're making it happen.
We've got some cool stuff we're gonna be announcing too. On top of our own festivals. How cool is that, you guys? I'm stoked.
It's going to be a good one. And I'm going to go through and put timestamps for songs and such in this video. So
Cool.
if you want to go back and hunt them down,
If you want to watch us break the fourth wall during
Yeah.
a song, if you want to watch the
Yeah.
Bible moment when Poppy went biblical,
yeah.
you know,
I
there's
made
a lot of great
I
stuff.
made one
happening.
mistake tonight. Let's see if they can find
I didn't hear it.
Easter egg.
Mhm.
All right. Well, we're gonna spin it right now for the Ohio's for Lovers prize.
Thanks everybody for buying anything.
Yeah.
If you didn't buy anything, that's awesome too. Thanks for
Thanks for
watching,
being
hanging
here.
out. Here we go. Man, we got a really good name in here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit!
First time caller.
Love it.
I don't know.
I'll
how
let
to
you
say
have that one. I'll let
That
you-
looks like, to me, it looks like Stephanie Rosso.
I'm going Stephanie Rossau.
Rossau. Or Rousseau. Is it from?
Stephanie, I need you to phonetically spell your last name
Yeah.
in the chat.
Stephanie, tell us how to say this.
Rousseau. Rousseau. Rousseau.
I don't see Stephanie in this chat, man.
Stephanie's in there. I've seen Stephanie.
Stephanie, let's get it.
Congratulations.
Tell us.
Congratulations. We'll go with Steph. Congratulations, Steph.
Yeah.
You're the winner. And you'll be receiving an email from
This guy.
This guy.
Winnie over here.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys very
Yeah,
much.
thank you.
Be sweet, be cool. Remember, it's the Summer of Skulls. And hopefully we'll see you at one of our festivals, all right? Thank you guys so much.
Let's blow up the chat with skull emojis on the way out.
Be excellent to each other.
Peace out.
Bye.
See ya.
TikTok. Keep following us. Thank you so much. Sorry we couldn't get the camera close to us. We're working on another.